Welcome to Nitpicking Nerds. Today, we're doing crazy, consistent, crafty commander combos. Continued.
Yeah, it's 10 combos that involve your commander.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds, here with another daily video. Feel free to subscribe to our channel. Now we're going to get into the video because we don't want to waste your time.
Yes, we don't like wasting your time at all. We're doing the crazy, consistent, crafty commander combos again. We're continuing the series, actually, so it's an extra C just for you guys.
That's the only reason we did this was to make an extra C, so there's now 6 Cs. And then for the next one, we'll have to add another C. We'll just add another C every time.
Yeah, okay, so hopping right into it. What we're doing is, it's combos, infinite combos that result in you winning the game.
Yeah, but they have to involve your commander from the command zone. So whatever the combo piece is, let's say it's a 3-card combo. Well, it's really only 2 because your commander is one of them.
Yes, and some of these are literally 2-card combos, meaning they're 1-card combos.
And some of them are new commanders, and the first one fits both of those. It is Dina, Soul Steeper, and Exquisite Blood. This can also work with Veto. But Dina and Veto say, hey, when you gain life, someone loses life. Or Dina says, everyone else loses 1. And then Exquisite Blood says, hey, you guys lost 1. I'm going to gain 1. And then Dina says, well, lose 1. And then it goes infinite because it just happens until the game ends.
Yes, all you have to do is make yourself gain 1 life or make them lose 1 life and the game ends because you kill everybody.
Yeah, Veto gives your creatures lifelink, so if they don't have an answer, you can just activate it, attack with one thing, and no matter what happens, it starts the chain.
Yes, exactly. Both of these are really silly. Making someone lose 1 life is not hard. Gaining 1 life, not hard. So if you get both these cards out, you're pretty much going to win. Oh, no, that guy doesn't have a blocker. I'll attack you with Veto for 1. All right, game's over.
I don't understand why they keep printing Sanguine Bond, but they won't ever print Exquisite Blood. There's been like 5 print. They because at first Sanguine Bond was kind of expensive, and then they reprinted it and they downshifted it to uncommon. It's like, okay, now it's bulk. And then they're like, here's 3 more reprints, and Exquisite Blood's like $50-$60. Yeah.
Also, another thing, why can't we get an Exquisite Blood creature? Like, not while these ones are in standard. Like, wait 2 years. Okay, now those ones are in standard. Give me an Exquisite Blood type creature. That seems pretty cool.
Yeah, they could functionally reprint it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it seems like Sanguine Bond's more powerful in a generic deck anyway.
Yeah, so that's our take on reprint policy. But this combo's pretty good. It means if they're playing Dina or Veto, the commander is extra threatening and you have to police it. And they're cheap commanders. They just keep playing them.
Yeah, Dina costs 2 mana. Veto costs 3 mana. Then Exquisite Blood is 6 mana.
5 mana.
It's 5 mana. It's even easier to do. They could just wait for a turn and they could go 8 mana and then 1 mana is something that gains them a life. Oh no, then the game's over.
Yeah, the game just like that. It's just over. All right, next is another new card. Put the new cards first, I guess. It's Yara, Grove Gardener, plus Altar of Dementia, plus Temur Charger, which equals infinite mill and infinite unmorphs of the Charger. Eudora says, when a creature you control dies, it comes back face down. And now it says it loses all abilities, but that's not true for the morph side of it. We double-checked this. It actually works. So Temur Charger unmorphs for free. All you got to do is reveal a green card, which you can then reveal infinite times. So it'll go sack a 3-drop, mill 3, goes back as a forest, unmorph it, and we're back.
If it matters, you also get infinite landfall triggers.
Yes, and infinite mana, because the forest can just tap for mana. So any other creature you have with morph will unmorph infinitely.
Yeah, there's a million ways to pay this off. If you don't have Altar Dimensions or Sack Outlet, you have a regular old Sack Outlet, I don't know, something that doesn't make mana or doesn't do that. Give me one.
One of my favorites. I can't think of it. The 2-drop that sacrifices things and you make like 2/2s, the pests or whatever they're called. I can't think of it.
Why are we so bad at this? Spawning Pit?
Spawning Pit.
You have Spawning Pit. Well, actually, Spawning Pit makes infinite creatures, but that's not the point. Okay, so that is the point, actually. Doesn't matter what you're doing. If you have this combo, you're going to win.
And I keep looking at Altar Dementia being better than other sack outlets and laughing at Joe Cherries for telling me that it shouldn't have been on the best artifacts of all time, where it's like, hey, we can just cut a card out of this combo if we play Altar of Dementia.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you don't even have to with this one. You can just add any sack outlet. Like you said, this is already infinite mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, the forest comes in, you tap it, then you unmorph this guy, sack him, do it again, and you have infinite mana. So that's just infinite mana. Any way to pay that off. I mean, we talk about this all the time. We actually mentioned this a ton in the first one, I remember. Walking Ballista. I mean, once you go infinite, Walking Ballista is always going to exist.
Yeah, so Temur Charger, do you think that 7 years ago when it was printed, it would think, I'm going to be part of an infinite combo one day. Would you ever look at that card?
No, actually, I remember I saw the reason I thought of this is I saw one of the other parts of one of the other cards, and I remember there was a cycle. Like I saw one of the other like reveal a red card. I don't remember which one I saw.
Yeah.
But I saw one of those, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. That means there's a green one, that means that there's a combo.
We got it here for you for your viewing pleasure. What's the next one? It's a bit more classic.
Oh yes, this is wow. I mean, Muldrother feels like a new commander, but it's really not anymore. So it's Muldrother, Lion's Eye Diamond,
Budget card,
Phantasmal Image, and Animate Dead. So what this will do? You have Muldrother, play LD, make 3 blue, 2 mana to get your Phantasmal Image. Phantasmal Image. Copy Muldrother. Muldrother dies. Leave out the new one. Cast LED.
Yeah, it's a new object, so.
It's a new object. Sack it for black now. Play Animate Dead, get back to the original Muldrother. Do this to make infinite black and green mana, which means you can eventually, if you're making that, you can make infinite of any color. So you can do green also. You get to cast your whole entire graveyard.
Infinite times if you have a sack outlet.
Exactly, yeah. Infinite times, which all you need. This deck is meant to mill itself and fill its graveyard up. There's 1,000,000 in 10 ways to win. If you have a creature that says, when this creature enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life.
I was going to say, draw a card. Like Elvish Visionary.
Yeah.
Draw your whole deck.
Yeah, you can draw your whole deck. There's so many. It's so simple. It doesn't matter what they say.
Painfully simple. This is one of the ones that people flock to immediately. And you can get an LED for like a couple hundred. I think less, like 1,000 maybe.
So this makes infinite mana. You could actually pay it off for Walking Ballista.
Oh, wow.
You know that?
I mean, I don't care about that. I care about the infinite part.
I mean, that's what the best part about this is that you go infinite, and then because the deck is a graveyard-centric deck, your deck is just filled to the brim in the graveyard. And it doesn't even matter. Even if there's something in your hand after that, you can't.
There won't be.
There won't be because the LED, but it doesn't matter because your graveyard is your hand.
Yeah, exactly. But if you draw your whole deck, then you have infinite mana. So next is Yara the Desecrated, another Sultai commander, plus Palinchron. Well, that's it. It gives you infinite mana. Palinchron enters, untap 7. You get 2 triggers, so you can untap 7, float. The second trigger is still in the stack. Then it resolves. Untap 7, float. So you get 14 mana, but you only paid whatever it is, 7. So, now it returns for 4, so it's 11. But you gain 3 every time, so you just have infinite mana. It's 2 cards.
Literally 2 cards, yeah. Palinchron is quite expensive. A couple, these last 2 combos are using reserve list cards here, so they're quite expensive, but they're very powerful. We just wanted to go over combos with your commanders, and that's what's. I love that there's so many commanders where it's like, well, he's just a combo piece also. Like,
you just have to keep this in your mind. I guess it's helpful if you don't know about some of these, and you have when you play against these commanders, just keep this in the back of your head because sometimes you're 1 or 2 cards away from just dying, and if you point the removal spell, your removal spell at the wrong thing, the game's over. Yeah, nobody likes that.
Yeah, Yarick's completely bonkers too because the whole deck is filled with ETB creatures. So when you go infinite on mana, it's very easy to pay it off and just fly away with the game.
Yeah, exactly. So next, what do we got?
Well, we have actually an old combo I used to play in one of my decks. It is Maelstrom Wanderer, Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, Deadeye Navigator. Yeah, let's just say you have Maelstrom Wanderer, you cast them. You go into Selvala into Deadeye. You pair them up. The Deadeye with the Selvala. Yeah. You have 1 green mana left. That was lucky.
That's what you need.
Yeah, that's what you need. So you tap Selvala to make 7 mana. Then you flicker it. It comes back. Wait. It has Summoning Sickness. No, it doesn't. Maelstrom Wanderer gets everything haste.
Yeah, so it just rebonds with Deadeye. This requires, there's a little spot where they can interact. That's true of all these combos. Course. So it gives you infinite mana. And once you have infinite mana, you can unbond Selvala and then rebond, flicker Deadeye and then rebond it with Maelstrom Wanderer. So if Maelstrom Wanderer is the biggest creature in play, which it probably is because it has 7 power, you draw your whole deck.
Yes, you draw your whole entire deck, and if you can't convert that to a win, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you draw off of Selvala's ability of having the greatest power.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it turns out that Selvala, even though she has that good line of text, which makes tons of mana, there's also a line of text above that where whoever casts the biggest creature just gets a draw card.
That card is messed up. It is so good.
It's a very, very good Magic card. I would actually suggest if people want to play Selvala, get it now. It's like $30. That
feels cheap because it was 50.
Yeah, it's not super cheap, but get it.
But it went down to 17 and now it's already back up to 30.
It's so going to go back up.
Keep an eye out. Move to the next one. We have Brea Ethereum Shaper. This is going to go with Ashnod's Altar. I bet you see what's coming now. Eldrazi Displacer. This is really simple. Brea enters, she makes 2 Thopters. Ashnod's Altar will sack the 2 Thopters, making you 4 colorless mana. And Eldrazi Displacer, it only needs 3 colorless to flicker Brea. And what do you get? No frills, you just win because Brea says, make 2 Thopters. So eventually you're going to have infinite mana. Now you're going to flicker Brea infinite times and just profit infinite Thopters, and then sack the Thopters with Brea's ability, and you're still infinite mana, and just finish off every opponent.
Yeah, exactly. This one is really good. I mean, this is also a classic. Brea's been around for a while. She's been doing this in very close to CDH deck, if not CDH decks.
Yeah, the higher powers, the finely tuned commander decks. I love Eldrazi Displacer so much.
Yeah, I love that it's part of this combo. I love adding. I like the card. I think it's a nice card and it's great value engine. But throw it in here and all of a sudden it's just a win con.
And it fits right in this deck too. This deck is mostly artifacts, so you can easily find the colorless mana you need. There's plenty of, like, you're going to play Battlefield Forge and all that stuff, and a lot of your cards are going to be colorless anyway.
Yeah, you get to play Spires of Industry. That's a 5-color land in your deck.
That card's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that card's just good. People way sleep on Spires of Industry. It's like $1 and it's just a 5-color land. All you got to do is have an artifact, and the floor makes colorless.
Oh my god. All these commanders, every single one of them, just so easy to win with. Actually, you'll see a lot with these commanders. Often, some of these cards will be avoided when you build the commanders. Sometimes you'll be like, well, I'm not going to put Ashnod's Altar in my
I don't
deck.
want to play a 9. Or, a great example is our patron. We talk about this combo a lot, so it's not on here, but it's like the Gravecrawler, Phyrexian Altar, cast Gravecrawler infinite times and win the game. He kept it out because he's like, well, I want to do this cool thing with Tormod and Kamal, but the deck just auto wins whenever I draw Phyrexian Altar, so I cut it because it's lame. It doesn't do what I want to do.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, I mean, this is a quick note in the middle here. I think the Ashnod's and Phyrexian Altars may be too good.
I don't know.
Every time I come up with an infinite, every time there's a combo and it's easy to do, it's always those two culprits are always hanging around.
This feels like the McGonagall meme. It's like, why is when something's up at this school, it's always one of you 3?
Exactly.
We'll throw an altar dimension there too.
Exactly. That's what it feels like. It's like, oh, new infinite combo. Oh, it's that card. Oh, who would have thought?
Yeah, it's actually unsurprising to the point where I think people stop sharing it. It's like, oh, a new creature that enters and makes 2 creatures. Well, this works with, Ashnod's Altar.
Yeah, exactly.
And they even say, like, So the next one is a 2.5 card combo. You need 3, but it doesn't matter what the third one is because it's Crick, Son of Yawgmoth, plus Doomsday, plus draw a card any way you can.
The easiest way for that is to just use your Street Wraith.
Yes, this can happen pretty much any point in the game after you play Crick. So let's say it's turn 4. You play Crick. Well, pay 6 life for that Doomsday because it's triple black. Now draw a card with, Street Wraith, Sensei's Divining Top, something that was already in play, and you win. So the cards you get, Infernal Contract is on top. It's black, 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 and it's going to draw Rings of Brighthearth, Grim Monolith, Exsanguinate, and Dark Ritual. You're going to make infinite mana and drain them all out.
What you can do is if it's early in the game and you don't have all that mana to pump into this right away, you can go, wait the turn, draw the Infernal Contract, cast the Infernal Contract the next turn actually, and then you'll have some mana to throw out all this and do this combo.
That would make it a 2-card combo, but you got to wait a turn.
Yeah, and if you really want to go crazy with Doomsday, because Doomsday is completely stupid, I'm sure there's a million other cool piles you could do with this.
I mean, you only need, 3, 4 extra mana because Dark Ritual costs 0 and adds 3. Mm-hmm. So there's your rings. You just need mana for Monolith plus Copy. So you only need Crick plus 5. That's not too bad.
Then you need 2 more for Exsanguinate.
No, you don't. Exsanguinate costs nothing in the black slot.
Oh, you're right. So, yep, you're absolutely right. Or, if you're too low on life, you can use Walking Ballista here.
Oh, yeah. Really interesting. What an interesting card. We'll ban that so Joe can shut up about it.
Up next, another CDH classic. We have Najeela, the Blade Blossom, plus Druid's Repository, plus 5 attackers. So whenever you attack, Druid's Repository gives you a mana of any color. Najeela says, pay 5, untap all your creatures, you get an extra combat after this. This means you win. And if you have warriors in play, they're making more warriors that are going to untap and then make you more mana to make sure that even if they're getting blocked, you're still going to win.
That's when you want the 5 attackers to be warriors. If they're not, you're going to need to hit somebody with no blockers, but you can hit them endlessly. And if the Najeela herself is attacking, well, there's one. She spots you one for free. And it doubles up every time. So if let's say somebody doesn't have any blockers, but the other 2 people do, and you're attacking with 2 warriors, well, they attack, make 2 warriors, untap. Then if you have a haste enabler or something, those 2 warriors are attacking, and then it's just doubles the number of warriors every time.
Yeah, exactly. This is you just win. This is a silly combo. It literally is a CDH combo.
Druid's Repository is trash. It's a random jank.
I do like when a card that's super jank like this just randomly becomes good.
I loved this card when it came out. I mean, I was like 14 or something, maybe 15. I was just like, this card's cool. And I was like trying to play it in standard, and obviously it's terrible.
Attack with my creature. All right. In combat, shock your guy.
But I had tokens, so it didn't matter. And then I would make mana for something.
Nothing.
Something. I'd figure it out. Next, this is a 2-card combo, but the payoff is not that great. It's Amanatu, the Fate Shifter, plus Felidar Guardian. You know this one. Felidar Guardian blinks Amanatu, which blinks Felidar Guardian. This doesn't cost any mana, so you can do it on turn 4 if you play Amanatu on 3. Infinite ETBs. You just need something that cares about infinite ETBs.
Yes, you need some sort of like card draw. A Panharmonicon is the easiest way to go with this. So, because if you Panharmonicon while it's with it out, all of a sudden Felidar Guardian can flicker something else.
Like a land.
Yes.
For your walking ballista. There, I beat you to it.
Yeah, exactly. A land, it'll make infinite mana if you have something that draws. Well, the infinite mana is going to mean if you have anything that draws you win. It's really, really simple. Panharmonicon's the other piece to add to this to really make sure, okay, this is infinite, you're winning.
Yeah, well, I think that's enough of combos to look out for / crazy consistent crafty commander combos continued.
Yes. So if you want to see more of this, let us know in the comments below. But that's the end of our video, and special shout outs to all of our patrons. We love you all as much as we can without making you uncomfortable. You guys are the poopy babies.
Yes, an affectionate term meaning we love you. You can check out the link in the description, which will take you to tcgplayer.com. Hear me out. Once you go there, you can check out, and then when you buy cards, we get a kickback on the order for free. It doesn't cost you anything, and I feel like everyone's heard this enough, so I want to move on to the tidbit because I thought of 2.
Well, first, we forgot one thing. One last shout out.
They've heard about the Discord.
Yes, there's a Discord, and it's free for everyone to join, so feel free to head over to the Discord and hang out with us and others who like the Nitpicking Nerds.
Yes, the first one is almost just a statement that I was thinking of because we made our Oblivion Ring is poop video. Eventually, there's going to be enough cards that we hate and we've been outspoken about that people know about on the channel for us to brew a Nitpicking Nerds trash deck. We're close. I mean, we got like 4. We got Grave Titan, Cultivate, Counterspell, Terminate, and Oblivion Ring. They're all cards like we just don't recommend. Ghostly Prison would be in there for sure. That's like, a slam dunk.
See, Counterspell is like a card we don't recommend too much, but that one I don't hate.
No, that's not one we hate. Maybe we'll switch out. But you know what I'm talking about, like the cards we like hate.
Yeah, the cards that they think
always
we hate.
Make fun of them because we never play them.
Yeah, because there's cards that we prefer to play over them.
Yeah, so that was just a quick comment. And my last comment was I was going to tell them about my PayPal experience recently.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, BZ's really happy about this.
I don't really like PayPal because I think actually Venmo is owned by the same people, which just makes it even more bizarre. But if you've ever tried to use PayPal, it's impossible. You have to like log in and then you like need their email address and you type it in and it's like, is this them? And then you press it and it literally takes like 2.5 minutes to pay someone. Venmo is search your name, type the number in. Oh, you paid them. Okay. It's just so much easier. I hate PayPal. Recently, my PayPal got hacked by a hacker, big tech hacker person. If you're watching, I hate you. They spent $500 on eBay and I had to like go through PayPal customer service to get them to recognize it. And you don't know this part, but I was on hold for 2 hours and I finally got through to them. And whoever the person who stole money was, they just in the system, I think, changed my social security number that I had entered so that I couldn't get into the system. So they just closed out my account and took the money. And PayPal's like, there's nothing we can do. So dang. PayPal stinks. I'm done. I'm done with PayPal.
Wow.
So I'm contacting my bank to dispute the charge. They're probably going to help me. Oh. That took literally like 5 minutes. I was like angry how fast it was.
PayPal's awful.
Yeah, they just can't do anything right. So I don't know. This is a bad product review for PayPal.
I think PayPal was good at one point, and I think it is shite now.
That's actually a swear word to some people.
Is it?
We're not supposed to say that.
I don't think it's a swear word.
Yeah, it is.
What?
It is. It's just the same word with an E.
Yeah, that's fine.
People recognize that as the other word.
Yeah, but it's fine.
100%.
One went on the first 2 minutes of our video, 5 minutes or whatever that stupid rule is that YouTube has.
No longer PG.
And it's not even a real swear word.
Grab your parents, kids. I'm sorry.
Not even a real swear word.
No, it's end the video.
Fine.
We're done.
Peace out, Tribes.
Never make another video.
Psych.